Hello Internet! For one more time this week we are going to be using this standard E-team with Xatu, so we're going to make an extra special effort to use Xatu in this video just to, send it off on its merry way. So, it's a cool Pokemon, Xatu. I like it, but not really to be used in many games, really. I don't know, I kind of want to make a special effort to use Xatu, though. I really shouldn't, so I'm just going to go with Kangaskhan Xerneas here. Going to take my Talonflame and Smeargle as well, I think. So, yeah, we're going to fake out the Gengar and go for a Geomancy here. Something's falling off my table. Oh dear. What is that? Oh, that's my DS charger. Okay, ooh, Tailwind. Okay. So at least I get my Geomancy up, so, no, I'm going to be faster than Talonflame, I suppose, but, I suppose by staying normal Kangaskhan, I can hit the Gengar here. He's got to double into the Xerneas, surely, here. So I'm actually going to go for a Power-Up Punch into his Gengar, I think? My thinking behind that was then I could like Sucker Punch the next one, but he has got Quick Guard. But again, if he doesn't double into the Xerneas, then he can't knock it out. So he does have, he goes for the Quick Guard this turn. And I get by my nice +1 with Kangaskhan here. So this turn I am going to Sucker Punch the Gengar, and I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Don't know if he will Quick Guard. He might Quick Guard just to be sort of safe. But if he doesn't double target the Xerneas, then he's not knocking it out. Yeah, okay. So we went waiting for the Brave Bird, and is he attacking? He is. Yeah, got him. Nice one. And a single power Dazzling Gleam should knock out the Talonflame. Yeah, and it does do. Xerneas is in Extreme Speed range if it's Life Orbed Extreme Speed. But, I don't know, Rayquaza tend to have Focus Sash on them these days. I'm going to go for a Frustration and just protect my Xerneas here. Ooh, he protects the Kyogre. Ooh, so we got that one right. We didn't see if it was Life Orb or not. But that's a is that a bulky kind? I mean, I'm only +1. But that was a, quick first game. So, let's take it and let's get into another game and, see if we can get Xatu doing anything. Unfortunately, I don't know if Xatu is going to do anything here, but he's got, I don't know, he's got 2 Steel types, 2 things weak to Fairy as well. But shall we just throw Xatu in just for the sake of it? I kind of want to be honest. But what's more important, bringing Xatu or winning? Well, they're not mutually exclusive. You know what? Let's throw Xatu out. Let's have Xatu and Xerneas. Let's put Groudon into and Kangaskhan. I just want to use Xatu, so it's Friday, it's the last day of the week. We're gonna put Xatu out. We're gonna try and win. So, he's taking his time. He's probably thinking, what on earth is this? Like, I know this team looks somewhat familiar, but what's that green thing there? Okay, more Wily Yveltal. Okay, so I'm just going to go for an Ally Switch and a Geomancy. He probably doesn't know. I mean, he might not know about the Ally Switch. If he knocks out my Xatu here, then okay, I don't mind. Ooh, he goes for a knockoff onto the Xatu and an Iron Head onto the Xerneas. Okay, so he made the straightforward move there. Xatu, although it went straight down, I used it, way, and it helped my Xerneas get set up, which is great because I can bring my Groudon in now. He has got Kyogre, but don't mind that because an Earth Power either way will knock it out. If he brings his Kyogre in on a Dazzling Gleam, then a Dazzling Gleam and a Moonblast should knock it out as well. So I'm in a decent position here. That Sucker Punch did a lot of damage. Wow. 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 Like, that wasn't Life Orb or anything either. Maybe that's Black Glasses. That did a lot of damage. Hoo hoo hoo. Groudon. Wow. And my Groudon doesn't have Flamethrower either, so... Like, okay, I might be able to get the sun up, like, briefly. I'm not in a brilliant position here. I'm not in a good position at all anymore. After Groudon took that much damage, wow. That's a problem. Yeah. Okay, so... straightforward moves. Now, he's probably going to protect the Kyogre and just Gyro Ball the Ferrothorn. So I'm going to Moonblast the Ferrothorn and Power Up Punch my Xerneas. Surely he has to protect his Kyogre here. Yeah. Got that one. Oh, he double protects. Alright. So, there's maybe a little bit of leeway in this game now, because a +2 return should knock out the Kyogre, and a combination of everything else. In fact, like a +2 return should knock out the Kyogre. It's not a Trick Room team, it's not going to be extra bulky, so it should do. So I'm just going to Moonblast the Ferrothorn. I was thinking about going for a Dazzling Gleam just on, like, you know, on the off chance that it doesn't, but yeah, it definitely does knock it out. He didn't go for the double protect there, which is probably what he should do. And wow, from being in a pretty terrible position there, like, the opponent here probably didn't know how good of a position he was in, because you kind of would expect a Groudon would have Flamethrower, but this one, the only fire moves that my Groudon has got is Eruption. So that wasn't a certain win at all at the end there. And we used Xatu as well, so that's an added bonus too. So Xatu, yay, he did something. Okay, Weavile. So I'm going to go with Talonflame Xerneas here. And I think I'd also like... I don't know. I think Groudon's important because Thundurus can be an issue. Let's go Groudon and Kangaskhan. Yeah, now he might even anticipate my Quick Guard here. So he could just go for a knockoff straight away onto the Xerneas. Like a knockoff on the Double Edge or something. So I'm actually going to Tailwind and Protect. If he's got Feint, then okay, he's getting a Double Edge onto me. But I'm getting my Tailwind and I'll be faster next turn. So that's my thinking here. He's got two very weak Pokemon out here. If he uses Fake Out on the Talonflame, then got me. But I don't know. I think he kind of has to stop a potential Geomancy setup there. So like with a knockoff, or like an Icicle Crash and a Double Edge or something like that. The Weavile probably has got the Focus Sash, so Flare Blitz isn't going to knock it out. He's taking his time. I'm kind of surprised he didn't lead with Thundurus, because Thundurus is a little bit of an issue for this team. Return? And Tailwind? Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting Return. Really wasn't expecting the Return. Return? Return? I'm not sure about that. Okay. I mean, will a Return and a Double Edge knock out my... I don't think it will. Like... yeah, I don't think it will. So I'm just going to Flare Blitz and Moonblast here. Yeah. Moonblast because the Dazzling Gleam won't knock out the Salamence. Although... Oh, he doesn't even have a Focus Sash on there. Either. And he targets the Talonflame. Well, this is a strange game. This person might be less experienced, or he might be trying to make some really hard reads on me. But we've both got Tailwind. I've got my Kangaskhan in, so I've got Fake Out Pressure, so I can Fake Out the Xerneas, get a Geomancy up, and then I should be able to one-shot the Xerneas next turn, and hopefully all will be well. Hopefully all will be well. I did bring my Groudon in the back as well. My Groudon is max speed, so at worst it's a speed tie on his Groudon, but you know, the amount of times, like at worst it's a speed tie, the amount of times you go down to a speed tie and you lose the speed tie. Fair enough for him, he protects. He's not going to knock out my Kangaskhan unless he is modest. All that happened. Oh well. That was a double critical hit from an eruption there. Yeah, my Kangaskhan can survive a timid eruption from a Groudon all the time. So there was no way he was going to knock out any of my Pokemon there without critical hits. And without being like modest and like a high roll on my Kangaskhan as well. So that was that. I think we're not allowed to leave it on that. I think we've got to do one more game. And oh, it happens to be another standard. Oh, actually, I know who this is. This is well, I won't say who he is, just in case this is like a hidden alt or something. But hello, opponent. Shame it's another sort of like, you know, mirror though. I wanna use the Xatu. So I'm just gonna throw these Pokemon out. I'm hoping this is gonna be a quick game. We can do like one more at the end where I can bring Xatu. Maybe that's gonna be like my mission for this video. Like, if you're watching this video and it's like 50 minutes long, 3/4 of an hour long, then you know that I've just been going on and on and on until I use Xatu. Hopefully it's not gonna be that long. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, you know, that eruption. That Groudon was not happy last game, was it? So, Porygon Z, interesting choice. It's not naturally faster than Kangaskhan, but it could have a Scarf. There's obviously something about this Porygon that makes him want to bring it against the mirror. So maybe it is scarfed with Trick for Xerneas or something like that. I don't know. But we're just going to Fake Out and Tailwind, really. And if we trade Fake Outs, then fair enough. Yeah, we're trading Fake Outs. He's obviously jolly max speed as well. And I flinch because my move has priority, so I can't see if that Porygon like is scarfed or whatever. I mean, Talonflame's naturally faster anyway. What is this Porygon going to do, though? I don't know. I'm going to go for a Power-Up Punch and a Brave Bird onto the Kangaskhan. Yeah, he was expecting a Sucker Punch there. That was a bit of a hard read there, I think. Hyper Beam. Ooh, well that was a critical hit. I don't think that critical hit mattered, to be honest. But it does mean that I get a free Geomancy here, because I can just Geomancy and Brave Bird on the Kangaskhan. Unfortunately, I will be losing my Talonflame here. So it's kind of tempting to go for a Tailwind. But at least we're getting some good damage, actually, onto this Groudon instead. Porygon recharges, and I get my Geomancy. So, ooh, interesting turn of events going on. I have to Dazzling Gleam. I don't want to get Hyper Beamed. And I'm going to go for a Wide Guard. But, yeah, good. Unfortunate though, I can't protect Smeargle here. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, and I am just going to go for another Wide Guard, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, okay. so he didn't get anything out of that turn. So even after that, strange, strange run of like Hyper Beam, whatever, strange turn of events, as I've just said, the turn, like, this is one thing that you can't do in this format. You can't give your opponents free turns. Like Hyper Beam, you need the turn to charge up again, and Xerneas, it just comes in, it just Geomances in his face doing that. So let's do one more battle, like, and let's try and use Xatu. The amount of times I've said that. Oh dear. What have we got then? Oh, we've got this guy again. Have I not just played you? Have I just played you? Can't remember what happened. Oh yeah, it was a double Sucker Punch, wasn't it? Yeah, it was that one. Okay. Well, you know what then? I'm gonna go Smeargle Xerneas. Unfortunately, I don't think Xatu's gonna come. Go Kangaskhan Groudon again. I don't think Xatu's gonna come in this. I'm sorry. Let's go for a cheeky Dark Void. Okay, so we get them all. We get the Talonflame as well. That's good. Okay, so the Talonflame has got a guaranteed sleep turn here. We can Geomancy and follow me here. So this is Smeargle Xerneas doing what Smeargle Xerneas does really. A Dazzling Gleam will knock out the Talonflame from here as well. I suppose the issue is if his if both of them wake up on the same turn, because then he will be able to knock out both of my Pokemon. The Talonflame, like the Mawil's got a 50-50 chance of waking up. The Talonflame has got a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. The chances of both of them waking up are, what, 1 in 6? Is that what it works out as? So that's kind of low. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam and a Follow Me. The Talonflame wakes up. And of course the Mawile wakes up as well. Fantastic! Ooh, love this game. Well, that's what you get for using sort of sleep things, I suppose. Alright, this video is going on a bit, isn't it? So, I apologise. And, yeah, we saw in the last game that those Sucker Punches did a lot of damage. Like, really a lot of damage. I'm going to Power Up Punch my own Groudon here. And Earth Power the Mawile. I think he'll double protect. No, he doesn't. So at least we get rid of the Mawile, and at least we've got a nice +2 Kangaskhan sitting out here as well now. Has he got Kyogre? Because this Yveltal has got Sucker Punch and Knockoff, like we saw before, it won't have Foul Play. Now, is he going to protect the Kyogre so he can get a chunk of damage onto my Kangaskhan? I think he might do, but I'm just going to go for this anyway. Oh, Sucker Punch does a lot of damage, doesn't it? And yeah, good. We hit the Rock Tomb. And I think like is boosting my Sucker Punches here. Yeah, so a combination of these two should knock it out. Yeah, good. Okay, so, right, this video has been going on a little bit, so I'm sorry about this, but I'm going to do one more, and I'm definitely going to bring Xatu in this game. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. But, we can't be, flaunting Xatu in all these team previews and just not bringing it, can we? So, we're leading with Xatu and Xerneas, and we're going to have Smeargle and something else on the back. Kangaskhan in the back, I think. So, last game. Come on, Xatu. Let's try and do something. If it fails, it fails. Like, the job of Xatu really is to just help Xerneas get the Geomancy. Like, this is a Trick Room team, so it's not the best team to be doing this against, but I don't want to waste any more of your time, basically. So, like I said a few minutes ago, like, you look at the length of this video, it's like, 40, 50 minutes long. The prophecy is coming true. It's happening. No, we're only at 20 minutes now. If you've been watching this on double speed as well, then I've only taken up 10 minutes of your time. So, there you go. If you can understand me speaking really quickly in a high-pitched voice. Alrighty then. So, we're just going to ally switch Geomancy. Oops. I mean, he's going to trick him, isn't he? But if he knocks out the Xatu with an Iron Head, which he might not actually, this Xatu is pretty bulky, then I'll be able to get a free switch into the... oh, he misses the play rough onto the Xerneas. He predicted like a switch out or protect or something there. Interesting. Then I could get a free switch into the Smeargle and like protect with Xerneas and Dark Void and everything. But okay. So what do we do now? I think I don't know, there's lots of things that I could do here. I could ally switch again. Or I could protect it and bring Smeargle in. But if I bring Smeargle in, then I'm risking breaking its sash. Which I would kind of like to keep. But if that happens, then I can bring Kangaskhan in, I can fake out the Mawile, and I can protect on the last turn of Trick Room, I think. So I'm going to protect, I'm going to bring Smeargle in. Hopefully, I won't lose my sash. And I don't. Nice one. Brilliant. Because I protected Xerneas, though, I have to follow me this turn, though. So, I just realised I haven't brought Groudon or Talonflame. That's funny. So, I'm going to Moonblast this Mawile. I'm not going to mess around. Oh, he's got Safeguard. So, he saw my Dark Void coming. Yeah, good play. Yeah, nice play, actually. And the Cresselia moved first, which is really interesting. That Cresselia is slower than the Mawile, so if I use Follow Me, he's going to Ice Beam, knock out my Smeargle, and then he can Iron Head and knock out Xerneas. So I'm going to protect, and I need the Smeargle to get knocked out, so I'm going to Follow Me here to knock the Smeargle out. Yeah, there we go. Which means now that I can bring in the Kangaskhan, and unfortunately, really, obvious plays are extremely obvious, but I'm just going to do it because it's the safest thing to do. But at least this Mawile is in Dazzling Gleam range now. Yeah, that's interesting that. The Mawile is naturally, like, not naturally, but this Mawile is faster than his Cresselia outside of Trick Room. So he's probably going to withdraw the Mawile into something else. Maybe a Talonflame. Maybe one of his Primals. The Cresselia might go for a skill swap onto my Kangaskhan. Actually, yeah, I'm going to Moonblast the Cresselia still. But just in case he does skill swap my Kangaskhan, I'm not going to Mega Evolve. I'm just going to go for a Fake Out in Mawile in normal form. Because if he skill swaps my Kangaskhan, then I can Mega Evolve next turn and keep my Parental Bond. Okay, so good bit of damage there, and coming in on a Moonblast instead of a Dazzling Gleam, that does a lot of damage. That's a real chunk of damage there. That's like 55%. I don't think it's even a roll if this Moonblast is going to knock out the Groudon or not, so I think I'm just going to go for that. Power Up Punch could knock out the Mawile here, maybe, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to go for a Frustration. Actually, I could go for a Dazzling Gleam and a Power Up Punch onto the Groudon, but would that be too greedy? It might be. Like, 75% of 55 is, what, like 30 something? Like 36, 37, 38 or something like that. And a Power Up Punch. Yeah, I think it will knock it out. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam and Power Up Punch the Groudon. He might protect the Groudon. Yeah. Yeah, it did between 33 and 37. That worked out perfectly. Because I get my nice +2 as well here. Okay, so he's got Kyogre and he's got Cresselia. I didn't bring my Groudon. I've got Xatu sitting in the back. So this game still isn't over. Because if he gets Trick Room up here, he's still got a good chance of winning this. I've got Sucker Punch after all. Will a Dazzling Gleam and Frustration knock out the Cresselia though? Because, like, I think I've got to go for it. Just in case, yeah, he didn't protect the Kyogre. So yeah, so at least the Cresselia has gone here. And he Scalds, okay, so a Water Spout wouldn't have done anything, and Norwich Impulse wouldn't have knocked out either of the Pokemon there as well. So, whew, we did something. And Xatu was in the team. Xatu was picked in this last game, and that is the most important thing. We used the Xatu, and we won. Alright, so, sorry for wasting 25-26 minutes of your lives, but I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope this video has enriched your life in some way. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please, again, feel free to like and share and do all the rest of it. Thank you. Like, really, I do appreciate all you guys being subscribed to my channel. So thanks a lot, and goodbye for now.